Hi everybody, welcome to 4K X-Ray, and today we're going to talk about 3 jobs you can have working as an RT remotely from home. So maybe you're tired of patient care, maybe you're tired of your coworkers, maybe you're thinking about retired, or you're already retired and you would still like to use your RT skills and all the knowledge you had all these years. So join with me today as we look at these 3 unique jobs. So the first one we have is a 3D reconstruction job. This particular one is called 3DR Labs. They are based out of Kentucky. The technologist I know who is getting hired at this particular facility mentioned they train people for 2 months in Kentucky before he is released on his own to work remotely from home. They hire people generally twice a year, and you do have to be ARRT registered. However, you do not have to be registered in CT or MR. He said they would train you for that particular role. However, if you are registered and you have done reconstructions in the past, I'm sure that would definitely help you out from getting a position like this. So these scans are done remotely from home, and then they are sent back to the facility to those attending physicians who requested them. The second one is fairly new. It's called Virtual Cockpit. The one that I know of in my hometown, this is a smaller outpatient clinic who has an x-ray tech, but they do not have an MRI tech on staff. So the x-ray tech will ask the questionnaire, prep the patient, get them ready, get them on the table, get them all lined up. And an MRI tech, a registered MRI tech, will take over the computer and scan the patient for this facility. So from what I hear in this website, this particular MRI tech who is scanning somewhere else, either at a facility or from their home, they can scan up to 3 patients at a time on their control. They do get on the screen and ask questions to the patient. They have access to see the injector. I do believe they have to have a physician, on standby in case there is a reaction. But these MRI techs work remotely, and they log in and scan the patient. Never have to touch a patient. Never have to have interaction with them, physically. And they are scanning the patient from home. The third position is called either a Radiology Efficiency Specialist, or I've heard it called a Telerad Technologist. These are techs who are acting as the middleman from small facilities sending their images out of their office to a radiologist from home. They need to have somebody that has a knowledge of axials and sagittals and how many images they should be expecting, and is the study completely ready to be read. Then you can send it and release it to the radiologist, who then returns and sends the report back to you, and you in return send it back to the facility. So it's a very crucial role. It does take some type of pressure off of the technologist and off the physician to act as that middleman. So you probably do have to talk to radiologists quite often, speaking to text often, making sure they can maybe resend the images or make sure you know how many images are there. This demand is growing. A facility I spoke with, they are looking for 12 technologists right now to do this. And you need to do this from home. There are some companies that do this in an office. There are some companies I found on Indeed that are not hiring radiology techs. However, most of them are. So you may be asking, what's needed from me if I'm interested in one of these 3 different types of careers? There are a few things you need to have that I see standard across all these different platforms. Number 1, you need to have a knowledge of computers. Not just on how to use a computer, but how to navigate between multiple screens, primarily 2 different monitors going at one time, remoting into facilities if needed, beyond the basic using the mouse and the computer and the scanner. You should have some kind of troubleshooting knowledge as far as what to do if a particular facility cannot access the system to send the images. especially with a radiologist who may not have an IT or a tech background, to help him troubleshoot any concerns that he may have. There are some things I'm sure they'll teach you in training, but you to have a knowledge of this up front is key. The second thing you need to have is you need to have a fast computer. The internet speed of your computer will very much dictate if you are hired for this position. One of the positions I was looking into required you to have at least a 25 speed for download and at least a 15 or a 10 speed of upload, which in my mind it seems reversed, because when I do my speed test I have like an 800 speed of upload but only around 25 of download. I had to call my internet provider and get an upgrade. That is an additional charge per month that the company you're working for will not cover, but you may be able to write it off in your taxes. I'm not sure how that goes. But you do need to have a fast internet, because there are multiple images coming in, going out. They may not be coming in or going out directly in your computer, but the facility needs to be trusted to know that your internet speed is at top notch. And the last thing that a lot of companies do look for is some kind of customer service experience. Obviously, patient care is great, radiology is great, but if you have anything additional above and beyond that, is great, especially any type of jobs that require you to work, as a secretary, some type of job with administration, handling multiple things at one time, being able to balance a heavy workflow and not getting your tasks mixed up, being able to speak clearly in a efficiently on a telephone, and having the urgency and the knowledge and the passion to know that this is a crucial role in the radiology field. All of these roles are. So those three things are going to stand you above and beyond somebody else maybe potentially applying for this position. So being registered in CT and MR is probably going to be very helpful as well. Having experience doing 3D reconstructions, those things they do teach you in training. However, the IT and computer skills, how to navigate different screens and being efficient, those are things that naturally we should, as RTs, be picking up on as we proceed through our career. Not just going in each day and scanning a patient and going home, but we have a mission and we have a passion. And I love when I get home from a day's work knowing that I made a difference in somebody's life, whether I was physically in that facility or not. Working remotely from home, you still have that fulfillment in your life as you can lay down and go to sleep at night knowing that you did something that you were used and valued more than maybe potentially somebody that's just working in a fast food place or cutting grass. Those things are needs, but it seems like you serve a bigger and a higher purpose, which is probably the reason why most of us got into healthcare as it is, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. There are some links in the description. If you have any questions, or maybe if you have any other jobs you would like me to research, please post that in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll be putting out more content as we go along. Thank you.